I'm surrounded. Don't eat my shirt, little man. Do not eat my shirt. Mumu's using me as a support while she's eating the tree branch I'm holding down. And Billy is very interested in her. Hey everybody. Well, see my lawn crew behind me? Goats doing what goats love to do. Let's talk about the goatness of the goats. Yeah, I'm borrowing that from Joel Salatin. But it's like, I have seen so many goat ranchers, people raising goats, and they have them predominantly on pasture, grass. Thing is, that's not their favorite source of a meal. This is what they love. Now this happens to be what they call autumn olive or Russian olive, whichever, and they love it. And they have eaten down or eaten up as far as they could reach of this shrub. So what I'm doing is I'm bending the branches down for them, and they are eagerly enjoying every bit of leaf they can get out of it. Now I know this isn't the best quality. I've got my phone up in the branches, but you know, when you use an animal, let me rephrase this. When you take advantage of the animal's natural talents, okay, their very nature, it can be so beneficial. Not only for you, the landowner or land leaser, but also for the animal itself. I have checked their Fibonacci scores, which is the color of their eyelids, and they are all healthy. When I first got them, it was not necessarily the case, but the ranch where I bought them, he had mostly pasture. He had them either on pasture, or he was trying one group in a barn, feeding them hay and grain. Ruminants don't necessarily need grain, okay? Much like cattle, you know, people are saying, you know, grass-fed cattle, and if you watch Greg Judy, his cattle are fat and sassy, I'll tell you. Well, maybe not so much sassy, but they are definitely healthy looking. And he doesn't feed grain. Joel Salatin, he doesn't feed grain to his cattle. And I don't believe he feeds grain to his sheep either. See, if they're getting the kind of diet that they are designed to consume, you don't have the health issues, the parasite issues. They're a healthier animal, and they're happy. I have so much brush on this property. I think even if my herd doubles, that I won't have any problems finding something for them to eat. And if I do, I have property around me that I could probably lease, because the owners are vacant. Okay, so I could probably contact the property owners and probably lease them. But we'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Right, little man? Hello, sweetheart. He's my buddy. Can you get up here? You can't. No, you can't see him in the camera. But they are just going to town. So this is how I'm keeping my goats happy. This is how I'm keeping my goats fed. It's saving me on hay. Now, when it is raining, like if we have torrential rains like we just had a couple days ago, I will put hay in their hay feeder. And come winter, when we don't have the browse, yeah, I'll put hay in their hay feeder. But as long as I have the browse, you know, they'll eat that. Ouch, just stuck myself with a thorn. This bush has periodic thorns in it. Anyway, yeah, now the girls, my does, who have, I think, all been bred, I have to keep tabs on them. I may have to feed them some grain, but I'm not going to go crazy because I do also feed them alfalfa. They only get a small amount this time of year just to kind of get them in the habit of coming in for feeding. They get like, for 6 goats, that's about how much alfalfa I give them. And then I got another supplement that I give them that's got that's high in copper, and it's got other minerals in it too. Little man's going to go over and chew his cud. But it looks like that's what he's going to do anyway. They're enjoying this cooler weather, I'll tell you. So, I mean, I am no goat expert by any stretch of the imagination, but everything I've ever read or watched, they say, you know, goats love browse, goats love browse. And I've even been on some official agricultural sites, and you know, they're focused on the browse. That's what the goats do. I mean, people use goats to take out, they rent them out to different places that are trying to control brush. Hey, they might have been useful out in California, out west with all those fires, you know. Maybe they don't have enough goats. I mean, yeah, they like to, you know, they're curious animals, and they, if I had close neighbors, maybe they might be a nuisance, but for me, I don't have close neighbors. And I think my phone might be tilting, I don't know. Or maybe I'm tilting. Anyway, yeah. My fences are not perfect right now. This is the only area where I have, where I can keep them in. My other fences aren't that good just yet. It's on the list. But anyway, they'll go off. They'll go up behind my cabin. They'll go up on the hill, up towards the pond. They'll go across the creek where the fencing's not great. And they'll come back. After a couple hours, they come back. All of them. Okay, they're very much bonded as a herd, and they are a herd animal, and they will, generally speaking, stay together as a herd. One of these days, because I let them out, I would like to get a livestock guardian dog, but you know, right now it's not, it's just not in the budget. So, I guess they're done. Are you done, Mama? You still want to get something to eat? Okay. I guess Mama's not done yet. There we go. Oh, that's not very good lighting, is it? I got the sun right behind me. Well, I'm sorry, but I gotta feed the goats, you know. So anyway, gonna lose my... So yeah, this is a little bit jiggly. It's because the goats are eating off the branch that the phone is on. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm using the goatness of the goat to work on pasture. I don't need a lot of pasture. I only need a little bit because right now I have the 3 horses here, which one hopefully will one of these days get to go home, and may eventually, maybe, I haven't completely decided, I may raise a beef steer for us, but that's not a definite thing. That's just something that we're thinking about. So I don't need a lot of grass pasture, just for the horses and beef cattle. A single cow or steer, whatever. But I don't need grass for the goats. I have watched them. They have eaten a little bit of grass that is, you know, out by the driveway, but they predominantly, they go for the browse. 100%, 95% or more. Okay, they go up behind my cabin, like I said. They go up on my driveway, up on the hill, and they just clean it out. That's what they want to do. That's what they love, and they're happy. And how do I know they're happy? Because they come back. Okay, they go out and they come back. Okay, and they know that there's a gate open back here that they can go out. I got a rooster chasing a hen. Yeah. So they know that they can go out, but right now they're not. They're choosing to stay here because I've been putting the autumn olive down for them, and they've been enjoying it. They are just having a blast with it, just filling their bellies. And that's what I like to see. I like to see their full rumens. So anyway, this is Mother Many Horses with Honey Hollow Homestead. Yeah, I'm talking about goats instead of horses, but you know what? It's because of the goats that I'm going to be able to have a decent pasture for the horses. And I deeply appreciate it. Mama, your belly is looking nice and full. Yes, it is. Yes. I'm very happy with how you're eating. Yes, I am. She's wagging her tail. I don't know. They say that if their tail is wagging, that they're in heat. I don't know. I think she's already been bred, but I don't know for sure. And Coco's reaching up. Let's see if you can see this. You can see Coco. This is what I love about my goats. They just reach way up there. So, anyway, all right. So this is Mother Many Horses saying, have a good one, people. And, you know, if you're going to have livestock, don't try to change their nature. Use their nature. Okay? And that's what I'm doing here. I'm using the nature of my goats to help me manage my property. So, have a good one, people.